Hello YouTube model community, Phil here at Horton's Hot Rod Shop. Today I'm going to kind of shift gears a little bit and start out with a little Volkswagens. Then I'll show you what's on the bench if I got time. This is going out to old Tom over at Rambler 69. He showed us his hauler conversion. This is the one that I built that's the same truck to start. I got it. It was somebody had already started it. Cut the back half out of it. Hadn't painted nothing. Hadn't assembled a whole lot. Don't know why they cut the rear frame section out. But I had to fix that. So I painted it red and white. Maltol pinned the chrome molding on it. Put all the headlights on it. Painted the turn signals in yellow. Built it with sides up. Inside of it has actual slats that glue in that are pretty cool. Interior on it's kind of basic, just plain. Front wheels and tires are stock wheels and tires. Back rim is a widened stock wheel with a wider tire. Kind of give it that little hot rod look. I didn't do a whole lot of detail on the bottom. I just wanted it to look pretty cool and sit on the shelf, so wasn't doing a ton of detail. Wasn't much there anyway, but I think it come out pretty sharp. And I do believe that's that Hawaguzi kit. And it's a pretty fun little build. So after that, I got, come on, focus in. I don't know if I'm able to get it to focus very quick. Come on. Come on, phone. Really? Sorry for the technical difficulties here, guys. It just doesn't want to play along. There we go. Got this little one. And somebody had painted the flat black on it when I bought it. But that was it. So it was that tealish green convertible Fiesta bug. Painted the testers lime ice green on it. Put the red wheels on it, just wanted some color. Little chrome steering wheel. Not a lot of detail on this one either. This was built quite a few years ago. But it was still all in all a fun little build. Not a lot to the bottom. So then I picked up this little one. All I really did to this is paint the running boards on it. Changed out the window glass to red, because all it is that clear plastic. This is another bag kit. I buy a lot of them. I enjoy trying to put together something somebody else gave up on sometimes. Again, not a whole lot of detail. It's pretty cool, but not a whole lot of custom detail to it. I didn't even paint the wheel backers like I should have. But again, this is a pretty old build. Then I got this one that I've had for a while. I had this one for probably, come on, had this thing probably 5-6 years before I ever took it out of the box. I just thought it was kind of one of them cool things. Come on. It's got that hippie bus theme going to it. It was fun to build. Great interior, seat wise. Backs of the seats are all blacked out. Put a gray soft top on it. Color has more green to it than what it's showing up on the picture. Pretty basic bottom again. Blued the back of the wheels so they look like they're the same color as the wheel. So it looked right. I got one more, but I gotta get up to get it. Let's see. Let me get it off the shelf. Do a little wipe down on it real quick. It's been sitting for a while. This one is a resin body that I'm going to put up here now. And everything else for it come out of parts boxes. Motor, headers. Pretty wild little car. Really? There we go. It's a pretty wild little build. Got gold spinners on the wheels. Green windows. Green and white flames. Big old zoomies coming out of the fenders. Kind of gasser looked. Well, the chassis is actually a Cobra chassis. It's been cut and modified a little bit here and there. Pan, I'm not even sure what that come out of. I didn't have one originally. Found something that was close and made it fit. This is actually built after one that used to be in a display at the local hobby shop. I've seen it. I'm like, I gotta build me one. The one out there was quite a bit of difference in colors, so, but it turned out pretty sharp. You can see now there's a hair or something hanging on the bottom. It's gonna drive me nuts. So we'll get her off the camera or turn her back around. Okay, it needs a little bit more dusting. Again, this is probably 5 or 6 years old. And what I'm working on now is simply this is simply my chassis that I got going. Got a little more painting to do to get the interior to look like it's bare metal, where somebody took the back seat out, rear panel out. Floorboard's done in a chalkboard black, and the frame's done in gloss. Rear cover's been Maltov pinned. What this actually is a 67 Impala altered wheelbase resin body is what's going on it. Resin body, which is what's going to go on it. It looks pretty good with it on it. It just takes me a minute here. Get it down over the chassis. I've had this body probably 15-20 years. At least 15 years, let's say. So, it's beginning to really take shape. Cut the chassis, shorten that up. Cut the frame, shorten that up. Put it all together, make sure the wheels line up where they need to be. I couldn't stand the fenders coming back to a point on the gasser, so I straightened the edges of them out. I know it's not correct for a 67 Impala, but back in the day, people cut wheel wells all the time on trucks, so I figured I'd do it in this. I have a big block built for it. It's going to run injection in it. Going to try to keep it all under the hood. So it's going to be more of a street version. So far the motor's coming out pretty good. I have a set of headers for it. It's going to make it almost impossible to put wires on it anyway. So I'm probably not going to wire it. I will be running hoses, even if I have to make them myself the way I do. Bench is a little flooded right now, so I got to move some stuff around. I use the Evergreen Plastics a lot to make hoses, and I've been lucky so far as the diameter and stuff goes. I've been able to get a hold of it and just lightly bend it in spots slowly. Come on. With my fingers, the heat of my fingers. Get my hand out of the way, maybe I can get that to focus on it. Oops. We'll actually let it bend. And I figure out where I want this next bend in it, and I just take my fingernails and put against it and slowly pull with a little bit of heat in my fingers, and don't get carried away, and it'll bend, look like a radiator hose. Cut the ends of it, it's done. May not be necessarily the right way to do it, but it's a good way to make a hose if you need to. Now we're starting to get towards the end of the video, so I want to thank all my subscribers, all you people that hang around and watch my crazy videos. As you can see, the Touch-Tone Terror decals there, that's going to go in on a Little Red Wagon that I picked up that's actually white plastic. It's an old IMC kit, so this is going to end up on that one. Become a Touch-Tone Terror. I'll do an unboxing on that because it's got some neat stuff in the box itself. Been playing around trying to make me some designs for shop card. Everything right now is hand drawn, so I don't have many of them at this point. This one's going to Paul over there at Styrene Relics. I have another one that I did that's going to another fellow model builder, along with some stuff that I had for him. And this one's going over to Dan at 60s Rule. I haven't had any printed up yet, but I figured I could draw a few. I like to draw. So, alright guys, have a good one.